to say you love.
Guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Diana, and for today's video I'm going to discuss with you and kind of tell you guys a little bit of how I combat dehydrated skin. Now, dehydrated skin is probably my number one concern, other than acne and like blackheads and stuff. I have very dehydrated skin all year round, especially in the winter, and since it is basically, or it is December when you guys are watching this, I thought it would be a very helpful topic to talk about. Okay, and I have three major categories I kind of want to talk about and the importance of each one and how I use them, and I will also show you products that I use in this category. Now, for the first category, I want to bring up that you need to be using a really good occlusive cream. Now, you know, there is a difference between a lotion and a cream, and a cream is always going to be much more heavy, much more creamier, and much more occlusive on your skin, which means it's just going to really help seal all the moisture in your skin and not letting it escape, because that's essentially what dehydrated skin is, that you have all this moisture that's kind of escaping your skin. Your skin needs more water retention, more moisture, and a cream that is occlusive is going to help so much with that. And normally occlusive creams are heavily based through ceramides or some sort of like fatty lipids, or fatty acids. And the two ones that I want to mention is the Ilyu Ceramide Auto Concentrate Cream and the CeraVe Moisturizing Cream. Now, these are very, very, very similar. The cream has much more ceramides in it than the CeraVe Moisturizing Cream. Of course, this one also has some ceramides, but I think this one has just a little bit more. And then this one, the ceramides are actually encapsulated within lotion, so as soon as you kind of warm it up with your fingers and apply it to your skin, it kind of breaks up those capsules, and to keep like that ceramide fresh onto your skin. Honestly, other than the textures of these, I find no difference. This one feels a little bit much more creamier and like a true cream. This one feels more a little bit like a lighter cream, more like almost like a lotion. But they are both amazing products. They're both free and they're very helpful for just sensitive skin in general. Now, the second category that I want to talk to you guys about is finding a really good like toner, emulsion, kind of like face mist, whatever you want to call it. And this is going to be like the hydrating, like the product that's going to give you back that hydration and like replenish that lost water from your skin. And I have three that I alternate and I use sometimes together. And the first one is a Lineage Cream Skin Refiner. Now, this one is very nice. It feels almost like a watery, very light lotion on your skin, which is really helpful, especially if you have dry areas on your face. And the reason I use this because usually I use this with my other products that I'm going to show you guys soon, and I find this very moisturizing for the top layer of your skin. But to say to that, this really sinks deeply into my skin and like really helps my dehydration, not exactly. So that is why I use this in combination with the other ones. And I will use, and the products that I'm going to show you now are two excellent hyaluronic acid products. Hyaluronic acid is a great ingredient for dehydrated skin, but you do need to be careful because they can dehydrate your skin even further if you're not using it correctly. And the two ones that I have is the Han Skin Real Complexion Hyaluronic Skin Essence, and then the Hada Labo Gokugen Premium Lotion. And like I said, I love these so much. They both just sink it right into my skin and really just replenish all that water loss from my skin so well. Like, these are probably the best products that I've used that do that almost immediately, like after a few layers of this. And I do use a few layers because just one layer is not enough for my skin. After a few layers, my skin will feel so much more plump and hydrated. And these are, again, very similar. This one just feels, it just feels much more liquidy and like viscous. And this one is just, it's still pretty viscous, but it's much more light than this one. Now, if you're using some sort of hyaluronic product and you just don't feel like it is sinking into your skin, and you know, it kind of just sits on top, or like after one layer it kind of feels, you know, fine again, then your skin is probably not as dehydrated as you thought, or you don't have dehydrated skin. Because like I've noticed that when my skin is not necessarily dehydrated, like, you know, those wonderful moments when my skin is actually normal and I use this just sits on top of my skin. I can only use like one layer of this and it's done. Like, it, you know, it doesn't sink into my skin because my skin's not needing so much hydration. Same thing with this one, but not as much as this one. This one, I can still use it when my skin is not super dehydrated, and I can use a few layers of it. But again, if your skin, like if it's just kind of sitting on your skin, it's not like, you know, you're kind of feel it just on your skin and you don't feel it going into your skin, then your skin is probably not dehydrated. Okay, and the last-ish product, I kind of have two more products to talk about, sorry, is the third one is masks. Now, I love masks. Masks are, you know, some people are like, well, if, you know, if you have a good skincare and blah, 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 like, you don't need masks. But, like, come on. Like, we all need a mask once in a while. And if you have dehydrated skin, investing in some good sheet masks is gonna be your savior, especially if you're like, you know, especially if you have some sort of event coming up or something and the night prior your skin is just super dehydrated. And you know, if you have dehydrated skin, you know that your skin, like, sometimes layering up all these essence and toners, like at the moment it feels great, after you apply your lotion it feels great, and then after a few hours you just start feeling like you can start feeling your skin like pull at itself because you just need more moisture. And the mask, the sheet mask, is just really gonna help if you really need that like a boost of hydration the next day. And even if you have really dehydrated skin, because sometimes I find that my skin is just much more dehydrated than other weeks, and you know, vice versa, and I will use a mask like every other day, maybe for like I don't know, like maybe like 4 days. So I would use 2 masks or 3 masks a week, and that would help so much, like, to decrease the dehydration of my skin. I mean, it doesn't last forever, but it really does help if you just like really need it and you're just sick and tired of it. That helps so much. And some of my favorite ones, I sadly haven't been able to come across any good masks that are affordable and that are fragrance free, unfortunately. So the ones that I use do have fragrance, and I really like the Innisfree ones. Those ones you have to kind of pick and choose because not all of them are good. I like the rice one, the oatmeal one, and the rose one, kind of, with the Innisfree ones, and those are the only ones that I will use. And then I really like the Popeyes recipe honey mask. Those ones are really good as well. And those are mostly the masks that I stick with. Like I said, I haven't been able to find any good like fragrance-free affordable masks. So if you guys know of any, please leave it down in the comment section down below, and I would love to hear your requests because sheet masks are expensive, especially the good ones. So Okay, and now the last thing that I kind of want to talk about are barrier kind of serums. So I'm talking about like the Crave Beauty Barrier Relief Serum, or like the, what is it? I forgot the brand name, like Stevia or something, the Liquid Gold. It's called Liquid Gold, and it's also a serum. And these are just like serums that are super heavy in like lipids and fatty acids and ceramides, and it's just really gonna help thicken make your skin barrier thick, and just help it just like be stronger, because a lot of the times when we have dehydrated skin, it's also because our skin barrier is weak or it's not as strong as it could be. So that can work for a lot of people. I've tried it before and it worked for a while, but then again, it just continued to, like, my skin is just dehydrated. And I know dehydration isn't a skin type, it's a condition. So, you know, that's just had been my experience. I tried the Liquid Gold one. That one kind of broke me out. That's why I didn't use that one anymore. But I have very, very sensitive skin, so you know. I have yet to try the Barrier Relief from Crave Beauty. I hope to try it maybe next year when I finish some of the products that I'm using now. But I feel like another alternative to that that has been really helping my skin is the method of slugging, because you're basically almost doing the same thing. You're, you know, putting something very occlusive and full of like all these humectants on your skin. And the product that I've been doing it with is the CeraVe Healing Ointment. Now, if you don't know about slugging, Sarah, what's her name? Susan Yara has a great video on it. If you guys want to check it out, Susan Yara slugging. I'll try to remember to link it down below. But essentially, you put some sort of like thick ointment on top of your skin after you're done with your whole skincare, after moisturizer, and that's just gonna really help to just seal everything even more onto your skin and kind of heal your skin barrier and, you know, any dryness on your skin. It's just gonna really heal up your skin and really make sure that nothing is escaping your skin. No, you know, no water is evaporating out through your moisturizer or whatever. But the one that I really like is a CeraVe Healing Ointment. This one hasn't done anything to my skin. It hasn't broken me out or made my face feel like congested or anything. And I don't do this all the time, but that's been really helping my skin just to kind of protect it from the winter heat, from the winter coldness and the dryness, Colorado, and my heater. That's what I meant by that sense. But yeah, guys, this has helped when I have like really like dry patches like around my mouth and my nose. This helps a lot with that. But yeah, guys, that's it for my video. I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope this helps solve any dehydrated skin problems that you may be having. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below, and I'll try to answer them all to the best of my abilities. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.